How do you do, everybody? It's me, stkpro, and today in this video we will be reacting to my previous Halloween special I made on Walfas for like almost a year. So, just a little bit of a side note, this video is pretty long. You don't have to watch everything. Same goes for my other longer videos. Like, you can put occasionally YouTube will put the where you left off. So anyway, without further ado, let's react to it. stkpro's house, not Marissa's house again. It's basically a reference to like every previous Walfas animation I made. And if you people are curious of how I did how I did that knocking noise, I put the microphone close to the floor, and then I'm like put like three taps to it. Not like 3 taps to it, but look at my fist. This is what I use. I got this for you and your friends. Probably sometime in the future I'm gonna make a video called Walfas Halloween Special 2K18 Weirder Version. Oh my gosh, just thinking about it just makes me want to make it, but I don't know what to say about this one. We've been invited to Remelia's Halloween party at the SDM. Like if that ever happens. Oh yeah, you guys might notice in stkpro can that Kirby has a strong grudge against Remelia and Flandre. Any reason? Well, I probably might do that for a future video. And this year I was the main character from Doki Doki Literature Club. I mean, if it matters. Who doesn't love a good use of the Price is Right losing horn? You definitely look like him, and it's totally fitting for your obsession. Ah, yeah, you said it, Ted. I guess I'll say it's pretty perfect for this occasion pretty soon. Yeah, I mean, like, we're gonna go trick-or-treating, and then we had to scratch the plans and make it to... whatever. Yes, I made Kirby cosplay as Simon Belmont from Castlevania because... I mean, if you guys do know or play Castlevania, you guys might know the whole entire logic. Maybe I should play Castlevania sometime. Seriously, it's the most fitting music I've ever done, because I'm always the person who uses fitting music for whatever reason. Yeah, I mean, I was originally gonna place that joke, play Tetris text right after I said that, and I just popped out of nowhere and with the hilarious face, meaning I've told a joke. It's very bad. Hey, Patty. Hey, Patty. Hey, Patty. Hey, Krabby Patty. I'm sorry. What brings you here? Well, I was wondering what you're gonna be for Halloween. Oh, that's easy. I'm gonna be Vert from HDN. Hyperdimension Neptunia, for those of you who don't even know what it stands for. I don't know why I made Vert to use that face. Sticker broken? Are you okay? I think I just had an awkward moment in my mind. I was thinking, what's with you and Vert lately? I mean, body balloons. I mean, to be honest though, I just don't feel like saying it onto YouTube because I'm afraid it might get demonetized. Yeah, so basically the whole entire line of what the teammate girls are doing are basically Hyperdimension Neptunia. I really like that farting sound effect I used for when I made a mistake when I was trying to say Ramen Ram, but I said Ramen Rem on accent. Basically making a reference to ReZero. One of Toxic's favorite anime, and also mine too. Although it's pretty dark, but I still like it. Hello, anybody behind this door? Wait, did I just say anybody behind this doctor? Oh, anybody behind this door. Do you mind? Get into your normal clothes, Aki-chan. I mean, like, she's currently naked. I mean, I know I don't have any, like, Walfas props for that, but I mean, it's Walfas, but still gonna be using that censor bar for necessary reasons. I'm glad y'all are coming. And I mean, I know Echidna has not encountered Romelia in my birthday animation, but you guys may know. You guys may know those two. Might have played Puzzle and Dragons. Might have seen her a lot of my Walfas animations. I don't know what to tell you, buddy. Hey guys, I'm gonna head to Yukari's for a bit. Okay, have fun, buddy. Yeah, you guys might know this in every stkpro 11 like shorts or something. Ted always calls me buddy because me and him were basically like Sonic and Tails, best friends. I wanted to go to the game industry. And I think this was before I spelled game industry correctly. Well, I want to talk to some friends of mine about Kirby. What about him? Kirby's attitude with the Scarlet Devil Sisters is going to be hard to deal with in the Halloween party on Halloween. Oh, that party Romelia is hosting, right? Well, I'm going there with Ryan and Chen on that night. Yes, indeed, that's the same thing we're doing on the same night. Yeah, I mean, like, usually when it comes to conversations, it's kind of all like SDK production reading speed. Not like your typical reading speed. I landed face plant on a cement sidewalk. If that was real life, then I would actually scream from the pain right now. But guys, there's a difference between IRL stkpro and the stkpro you're watching in a lot of the Walfas animations. He has more cartoony quirks. I have a little bit of cartoony quirks, but not too much cartoony quirks. This is real life, people. Sorry, did I make it not too inspirational? I'm sorry about that. Yeah, if you guys are familiar with Hyperdimension Neptunia, you guys might tell how sisterly Neptune and Nepgear are. You know, my favorite part of listening to Blonde's theme in Hyperdimension Neptunia is, okay, one, it's pretty bouncy. I like bouncy music. And two, it's like perfect for having a conversation with Blonde in general. But gosh, I forgot what the third one is, but I think it was probably the reason is that it just fills my mood with lighten. And this is Ran 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 Dio from Lucky Star, because this music is just like reminds me of like a happy stroll down the town. Hey man. Yeah, that's Toxic. Oh, hey Toxic. Where's Brachon? I thought she normally takes a walk with you. Now, if you guys are familiar with Toxic, one of my buddies, he has a Braixen called Brianna, and technically him and her are basically like let me say this, crush. And however, I'm very glad about that, but I don't know, if I have like Pokemon, technically I don't know. I mean, I played Pokemon Quest and I started off with Pikachu. Pikachu is one of my favorite Pokemon, to be honest. Not just because he's yellow, but he's been appearing like in every Pokemon game, and I'm not joking. Still excited for Pokemon Sword and Shield, by the way. And if you guys are gonna be commenting down below saying stkpro, did you hear about the Galar and Ponyta? And then I'm like, yeah, I've heard about the Galar and Ponyta. Nice. Nah, I know you guys were paying more attention to the screen rather than my talking. That I said that me and my buddies have came to assist Romelia for making the SDM more spooky, as in like a Halloween type. And for a split second, you see me in a Super Smash Bros. Trophy, making a reference to Super Smash Bros. In general. I mean, like from Brawl to Ultimate, meaning assist trophies. and don't start in the comments saying stkpro is secretly Waluigi. Yeah, yeah, no. Now, this was one of the characters I made called. Excuse me. This character is named Mari, and she's basically a fairy maid in the SDM. I mean, I'm probably gonna make more fairy maids in the future. Meaning, like there's probably gonna be more fairy maids rather than Mari in general, but yeah. Also, she calls Kirby Pinky a lot. I mean, I had to make a very good Kirby Planet Robobot reference for that. I'm not really a killer, I'm a vampire. Says the person who plays Castlevania. You do realize it's a sticker, right? I mean, I was trying to tell that to Romelia because I thought she didn't pay attention that she may think it's an actual skull because it would be unfitting for her head. And that's not a good thing. I mean, like, if you place a model behind, like on the front of a throne and you place your head on it and you feel uncomfortable, that's no good. I had to make an Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog reference right there. Well, that settles the pumpkin and bushes decorations. I know I misspelled pumpkin in that one, silly me. Bingo! Now's my chance to... Now, if you guys are curious what Kirby was about to say, he was about to say, placing the toilet paper around the SDM. You guys know how, like, some people do that for pranks, right? I can relate. I can seriously relate, you guys. Sorry about that, fellas. And... you guys thought I was gonna torture him, right? I mean, Kirby, of course, thinks that... I mean, Kirby usually thinks that the Scarlet Devils are gonna punish him. I wouldn't necessarily say punish him, but I would say more like torture him. And to me and the rest of the group, except Kirby, knows that the Scarlet Devils aren't actually gonna, like, try to beat the crud out of Kirby. I mean, that would just, like, be a ultimate possibility in Smash Ultimate. Or whatever. Now, if you guys are curious what's with the Rumia and Kane EX dolls right there, I mean, they're supposed to be, like, spooky decorations to make, like, kids be frightened, since Kirby's in the kids area, hiding from the Scarlet Devils, as usual. And a lot of the music, like pianos or remixes or covers, I find on YouTube, just like makes it fitting and just puts a touch to it. You're our best ally, Kirby. If feel happy. Usually when I think of Kirby doing that, I always think of this part from SpongeBob where Squidward's like, "Does this look unsure to you?" And then it shows Squidward. You guys might be familiar with Squidward if you guys watch SpongeBob YTPs. But that in general just makes me think it's just too funny. Yeah, nice try, Flanger. I'm disappointed. No worries, Flanger. I got some allies from another dimension that would help. And who might those be? Me and Tats from the Doofenshmirtz dimension. Do you guys even know this show called Phineas and Ferb? It's a really good show. My family recommends it. It's good, and my dad usually feels like watching Phineas and Ferb just makes it feel inspiring. But however, though, there's this movie called Phineas and Ferb Across the Second Dimension, and I was making a reference to when I said that when I told Flandre that we have friends from another dimension. Basically meaning, well, the other dimension thing I was in this Walfas animation, I was mostly referring to the CPUs of game industry, leaving IF, Compa, Pishi, and Plutia out of the question. Since I know they are in game industry, but they didn't appear in this Walfas animation. I know you guys are probably gonna be like, "Hey, stkpro, add IF, Compa, Pishi, or Plutia onto it because I want to see more of them." You guys will see those in a later video or something like that. I don't even know. Yeah, Kevin MacLeod's quirky dog music is basically the most iconic music I keep hearing every time. I mean, I think I first heard it in one of Jack and Jellify's Season 3 of BFDI known as IDFB. Basically, Battle for Dream Island in a reverse order. But the second episode didn't happen because there's gotta be reasons. But however, though, I did like that. Oh yeah, Remilio Nechan, how did your umbrella get big? Since Kirby's not here, I'll tell you I like his new game, Kirby Star Allies. I'm so glad the creator did that for me and you. Miss Scarlet, I've seen you break the fourth wall before. And that was a reference to another Walfas animation known as Flandre's New Friend. So basically, the time I played Food Fantasy was when Super Smash Bros. Ultimate was released. That's when I first played Food Fantasy. Okay, the Scarlet Devil Mansion. Now I've added the moon from Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Yeah, I think that is a good N64 game, and it's best known for the most iconic Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask creepypasta, Ben Drowned. I know that's stkpro, but who are those other girls? Okay, guys, here's the plan. and then I insert a BFDI reference where Match slaps Bubble and she says, "We're girls!" Sorry, I just had to. Any questions? Is mayonnaise an instrument? No, Patrick, mayonnaise is not an instrument. Yeah, I mean, I just had to make that reference because, one, it's the most iconic scene in SpongeBob, in the SpongeBob episode Band Geeks, which is one of my favorite SpongeBob episodes ever. It's wholesome, it's funny, it's pretty courageous. Also, I was thinking about who are those girls you've hung out with? Well, CPUs from another dimension. So basically cosplaying as digital girls, that's awesome, pretty cool cosplay. How does she know my hobby? Yeah, throughout what I've seen from one of the Hyperdimension Neptunia clips, I've seen that Noir actually does like cosplaying as a hobby, and that was in one of the Hyperdimension Neptunia, the anime episodes. I mean, I haven't even watched the full episodes, but I would love to. I mean, I have an obsession with Hyperdimension Neptunia. Speaking of this, guys, I think you've got company. Basically, Compa from Hyperdimension Neptunia. I apologize. So basically, I'm still terrible at jokes. Yeah, I think while other things were going on in the SDM that afternoon, I told Tet that I'm telling the Neptunia girls to be disguised as their like their disguise names, basically like a secret agent. And Nora's mad at me because I called her Skyla for no apparent reason. It's basically like saying something without context. Hey Vert, are you enjoying the party? As a matter of fact, I am. I gotta say, this party is sure fancy and cool cosplay party. Oh look, it's the Xbox 360. Basically, yes, Hyperdimension Neptunia is basically like girls like super crowned consoles. I know that was very terrible. I mean, like, I know Patricia's mad at me because I know one thing: she doesn't like the super crown meme. And yes, I was trying to put up the Xbox for a disguise so Kirby doesn't realize it's Vert. I mean, as a matter of fact, Kirby doesn't even realize the Neptunia girls are based on consoles. Yep, man, there's Patricia. I mean, that cosplay looks good. I mean, seriously. Yep, it's Vert's theme. STK, is that who I think it is? One, yes, that is Vert. And second, we're doing it for the Curbster. Why did you bring the actual CPUs for Kirby? You know, it's fun when Kirby is trying to, you know what, the Scarlet Devils. Yes, and this is how Vert and Patricia had a very great big bond of their friendship. So even if Vert transforms into Greenheart, she's still friends with Patricia either way. Well, mostly Lexi. I mean, in stkpro 11 canon, Alexis, one of my OCs, was the one playing Hyperdimension Neptunia all the time, and guess what? She asked the other people if they wanted to try, and some of them liked it. I mean, I liked it, mostly because of Cody_Venus posting the Hyperdimensional Walfas series. Go check out his channel, it's really good. And Akina's supposed to be cosplaying as Medusa from Mythology. And this is Siren from Puzzle and Dragons. Yeah, like I said, I called her Siren because she literally is. Yep, Pretty Pony, found it on the web. Now, if you guys don't know what Pretty Pony is, it's a character made by a Walfas user by the name of Spastique, and it's basically like a really weird character. And it appears in a variety of Spastique's animations. Go check out Spaz. He's awesome. Okay, I do not know why I did that because I felt random about it. And that's Alron from Puzzle and Dragons. And she's cosplaying as Hatsune Miku from the Vocaloid franchise. I mean, yeah, maybe sometime I should make more Miku dance videos. And that's Duskus. He's not a very big Miku fan. Yeah, I even told all around about the fact that not everybody likes Hatsune Miku. I mean, I do like Hatsune Miku, but sometimes he's gotta understand. And this is Archangel and Tin, both from Puzzle and Dragons respectively. And Tinen's cosplaying as Pupko from this anime series known as Pop Team Epic, and it's Lexi's least favorite anime. And I told Archangel she's cosplaying as a fallen angel. Devil, fallen angel, potato. Still the same thing. Okay, this is giving me Chen vibes. And that's Lilith. And that's Lilith from Puzzle and Dragons, but well, I mean, like, I know they look different. But she's cosplaying as Romelia Scarlet. And just because reasons. I mean, you guys might recall my Christmas Walfas animation, but this was posted before the Christmas Walfas animation. I made it say crowd gasps because I'm trying to make it so people would think Lilith. Oh no, it's the goddess of death. But apparently, according to Puzzle and Dragon, she's actually the Witch of Darkness. So I think it still makes sense either way. And Flandre is looking all around for Remelia, basically her older sister. And that's Momo, one of Cat Comet's, like, how should I say this? Like, stop using this character type character. Kirby, you better not be using the car like I'm sorry, I just had to. It's just too funny to, like, watch this video and you be the character and you're all like, why do you have to do this? Now, this is an actual... This happens in the actual Hyperdimension Neptunia franchise. Blonde goes on a rage. She's, like, one of those eyes and has a red glowing eye that'll make you be like, oh, spare me, Blonde! Type thing. And I was not in fear because I'm trying to put my courage up to it. Now, Nina, we'll have a talk about that in my room. Sounds like a deal, STK. So this is your room, STK? Yeah, I mean, like, I wouldn't necessarily say it's my room, but I would say it's kind of like a hotel-esque room. I mean, like, you guys might remember, like, coming to the hotels and being, like, reserving this room, and I reserved this room for a reason. Who doesn't love SpongeBob references when they say, I can explain. If your teammate girl or schoolgirl cosplaying as her favorite CP and their CP is around you, they're your clones from Notorious Cloning Machine. And for a split second it says insert obligatory Smash Bros joke. Because, you know, there's Pikachu and Pichu, Marth and Lucina, let's just say Simon and Richter. Even though they're actually classified as Echo Fighters. And I did the same thing. I mean, like, normally Blonde would be upset at me, but... And then I said, sorry about that, Blonde. I didn't mean to do that in front of you. Yeah, I think that one's good. So, what do you think? And that's a fairy cosplaying as the Gap Yokai. Check out the Gap Yokai. She makes amazing Walfas comics on her DeviantArt and also very good Walfas animations on her channel. Hope she would be back. Okay. And this guy is just like giving me lots of criticism about Doki Doki Literature Club. And I might be able to play that game in the future. Senbon Sakura. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry. And then this is the part where I had to make a JoJo reference. Falcon Punch! I don't know why I like JoJo references and Smash reference and oh no, people are looking at me like I've done something bad. And Kogasa is not making a reference to Blonde. Basically, one of her eyes is red and one of her eyes is blue. Basically like Sig from Puyo Puyo. And that's just a random character. Nothing too personal. Well, he said my costume looks like it's a daytime costume even though it's night. Sometimes I don't even know the logic of all these characters. Thanks a lot. Hey, not a problem. Later. stkpro-kun. Yo, stkpro! And if you guys are curious of who those are, that's Reimu and Marissa. Which that Marissa is technically cosplaying as a dead meme that had its anniversary for 1 year a month ago or a week ago, I don't know. But if you guys know, it's Bowsette. And Bowsette is one of Patricia's least favorite memes. I mean, Super Crown memes count. Really? Who is she going as? I'm going as that Bowsette girl that was trending on the internet, Zeh! And as I said in the Walfas Special, Reimu is cosplaying as May, one of the characters one of the OCs, and she's a Shrine Maiden, and she idolizes Reimu very much. Not to be confused with Rosa's Japanese name in the Pokemon franchise. It's called a dark room when there's some light. And then I start doing the Mega Man reference. And the screen went shadow black. Originally, at this point, I was asking all. I said, Sayori is Satoru, Natsuki is Kirby, Yuri is Ted, and Monica. And then I asked Monica what she's supposed to be. That Shantae girl that hangs out with you pretty often. I know Shantae has a midriff, but like in canon, in stkpro 11 canon, Monica is very uncomfortable to show her midriff. Unless it's like a beach episode or something. Well, she does our house, giving the trick-or-treaters candy with a friend of hers. And I'm pretty sure like lots of people would think it's Sky, Roddy Tops, or Bolo, but turns out it's one of my OC characters, and she's been hanging out with Shantae very, very well. Her name is Mana. And I'm pretty sure you guys might know where Mana's name came from. And yeah, it's basically like your magic points from your typical RPG. Not that kid, I'm pretty much a newcomer. Yeah, she is a newcomer to Gensokyo. She hasn't experienced like every character. All she knows is that Reimu and Marissa because she's encountered them before. I don't know. Happy Halloween! And to you kids too! And that's what she's doing for tonight while we're here. So basically, Shantae and Mana are watching the house while me, Ted, and Kirby and the rest of the gang are celebrating at the SDM. Well, knock yourself out, buddy. Thanks, Ted. Tonight was the night. Not like any other night. Tonight was the night. The lights went out! I want my mommy! So what did you do, buddy? I just changed the light bulb. Now if you guys don't get why Kat said I got that reference, that's because it's a reference to one of her favorite Cartoon Network shows, Camp Lazlo. She even said it in the comments down below. I mean, I was intending to do that Camp Lazlo reference. And that was a reference to one of Kat's deleted Walfas animations basically known as her, Momo, and Rukoto going to the hotel for an obvious reason. Sorry guys, I'm just gonna put a pause point to what I'm going to do. Now, when I said Okie Dokie Dokie Yuri, I was making a joke about saying Okie Dokie and Doki Doki Literature Club and at the same time, since I know the characters on the left are basically characters from Doki Doki Literature Club, which are basically, I mean, like, I know it's actually Dan Salvato's property, but however, though, I give credit to everybody. And this is basically the joke. If you guys remember this year's birthday Walfas animation I made this year, you know, guys may know that Sayori said Okie Dokie Dokie Monica, and then this is what the joke was Sayori says that Monica and Sayori both say that this is a good way that stkpro has influenced them. I mean, the Dokis mostly say that stkpro is a very good influence to everybody. I should really play Doki Doki Literature Club sometime. Just a little bit of a side note, the game in general is basically like not for younger audiences. So, yeah. If I'm gonna play Doki Doki Literature Club in the future, don't let the kids watch it. Just let the people above 13 watch it. I mean, I'm making reference to the game, since the game says it's intended for ages 13 and over. A few moments later, and yeah, sometime though I'm gonna be reading the link of the creepypasta that Dan Salvato made a while ago, and it was hidden in Yuri's files. I mean, I even said that in the text below. How scary was it to you guys? Yuri, I think you scared the living heck out of our buddy here. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. All I did was telling a scary story to you all. Oh. Now that part about Yuri's attitude was basically a reference to Doki Doki Literature Club in general. So basically it starts off that Yuri's kind of like, like occasionally nervous, and the more you play the game, the more like darker she gets. I mean, like, she does have an interest of reading books, but it still makes sense either way. Okay, and then to myself, I was making a reference to Kirby from when he was taking off his neutral mask about showing Flandre how he actually feels. I mean, Kirby even thought that to himself. And the Doki is a give me and the gang a smile, since we're friends. Logically, if you start up the game in Doki Doki Literature Club, it says that Sayori is the main character's best friend, but yeah, logic. Now there was probably gonna be originally a scene where it's all like, I forgot, but you could have seen like other characters, some of my other characters cosplaying as other characters or something, and I was just chatting with the goddesses of Pleneptune. I told you I'm not a Hatsune Miku fan. I don't like her, but I mean, this was the time when Cat Comet does not like Hatsune Miku. I mean, I was like, I didn't pretty much care for that. I mean, like, it depends on what our taste is. Taste in music, taste in games, taste in characters, whatever floats your boat. I'm like, whatever. It's your opinion. Whatever floats your boat. Basically, saying the same logic of like most people not liking Ruby. Just a little bit of a side note. My this year's Walfas Halloween special will contain Ruby, so if you're not into that, I sincerely apologize. So let's move on. You okay, Alchan? I heard you crying while I was talking with Lex and Sarah. stkpro, you're right. Not everyone's a Hatsune Miku fan. I mean, if you guys can see through the part where I put fan overlapping it, it originally said critic, but however, though, Kat corrected me of what a critic is. Yeah, I have like dozens of critics coming up if I posted my Walfas Halloween special with Ruby in it. I can just imagine to it. Guess I'll take this off and... No, wait. I like your costume. It looks good. Does that mean... The old classic slapstick. I love slapstick. And still enjoy the party. 2 hours later. Yeah, I mean, like, it had to be that long. Thanks for coming to the SDM, people. Have a great night. Hey, Curbster, remember those CPU cosplay teammate girls that looks absolutely like them? I know I missed the B in absolutely during this time. I mean, like, I wasn't paying attention at all. But yeah, what about them? Well, here they are now. And to Kirby's surprise, it's actually the CPUs of game industry. Explains why Nina was raging like Juan. I mean, if you guys... yeah, you guys might get the logic. Ah! That was a really good Halloween surprise, stkpro. Thanks a lot. You guys were actual digital girls from a different dimension? That was awesome! Can't believe that I'm seeing digital girls from another dimension that came to Gensokyo. So how did you guys get here? Yukari's gabbed in Tori's portal generator? How'd you guys get here? We got here by my dimension portal. I mostly thank the plumber man Hackhead for taking us here. Now, the part about Neptune saying her dimension portal, I think I referenced that off of the part where like Neptune has a free fall in the original Hyperdimension Neptunia. I think it was a part of a cutscene where she just like encounters Noir and Plutia there, but and logic. Plumberman Hackhead, who the heck is that? So if you guys watched this and even my Christmas special last year, you guys might get the point of why she calls me Plumberman Hackhead. Because, you know, Mario is a plumber, and I'm wearing the Mario hat, and I'm technically... I'm not a kid anymore, okay? Probably, and then she calls me I mean, you guys will be curious as to why she calls me stkpro. Probably in a future video. She's talking about me mealing. I know my Mario cap isn't here because of my cosplay, but you might get the point, right? I kind of get what your digital friend is talking about, stkpro. Well, that was fun. Hopefully we can come here again. And she does, like, occasionally. Like, Usually when I make animations involving the Hyperdimension Neptunia characters, it works that way. Like, all the characters, it's like, just like pop out of nowhere and be like, oh, no, hi there, or something else like that. You can at any time, Neptune. You can come visit me and my friends at Gensokyo if you want. Speaking of friends, I think one of your friends will want you to come with them. Now, there's one of the sad canonical things about Noir. I mean, I've heard that, like, canonically she doesn't have any friends, but... Yeah, I know. But I usually make Noir company, but she doesn't get along well with Tet. I mean, if you guys are curious about... about the part where Tet calls Noir Skyla, and the time when Noir and Tet are just like arguing with each other in my Christmas special, and my birthday Walfas animation where Tet's all like, okay, Noir, why are you here? And then Noir's like, because Neptune already told it to us. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, like, Noir and Tet's relationship isn't really good, to be honest. It's basically the same logic as saying Layla and Crepe. Crepe, generally speaking, my food soul. I have food fantasy. Let's take it broken. Kirby, come here. We're watching the Walfas Station Wagon Spooktacular 2018. I mean, the part was that I was originally I did put like a Walfas animation to show an animation that can be possibly made into the Walfas Station Wagon, but however, though, it didn't make it because I didn't have the link to the part to it. Although I'm pretty sure a lot of people would be surprised to see an amateur Walfas animator pop into a Walfas Station Wagon animation. I mean, the others are basically like master animators. I'm not one of them, but a lot of people like more of my Walfas animations more than my, how should I say this, my regular animations, or something like that. I don't know. I mean, Toho Hotels is a really good series to begin with watching my Walfas animations. I'll probably make a YouTube playlist called stkpro's Walfas animations, and it concludes Toho Hotels and my regular Walfas animations and my mini Walfas animations. I winked for a reason, guys. Hey Neptune, do you and the other CPUs want to watch the Walfas Station Wagon to Spooktacular 2018 with us? Whatever the heck that is, we'll go watch it with you guys. And so it happened. And if you guys are curious why we're laughing and looking at this, and Blonde's all like, and yeah, I mean there's a reason. I mean, like, we're basically enjoying the good quality time of watching the Walfas Station and Wagon Spooktacular, despite my animation not making it into there. But however, though, it was still good either way. Even without my animations, it's still good. I mean, it's basically like saying the logic of me waiting for a character I want in Smash to be in Smash, but it wasn't announced until some time. Yeah, I mean, I did place my bet that Shantae will be in Smash Ultimate, but then she appeared as a spirit. I mean, that doesn't even matter either way. I'm just glad my waifu, my favorite female character, my favorite female video game character aside from Peach and some other ones, appear as a spirit. On with the credits. And now this is the part where I said Ideal Factory instead of Idea Factory. This was before I understood that part, and I said all others belong to their rightful owners. Any reason, you may ask? Because if I said like all those other stuff, and then I'd be like, I'm still giving credit when I say all others belong to their rightful owners. That's the one thing I always do the most. And you guys are gonna be like, SDK, what music did you use? What music did you use? I've heard it, and I want to see how it goes and all that. So basically, I put credits in the end. Occasionally, like in the description where I say some music site use, and you guys can use those music for what you want, a video game or something else like that. And if it's like something by me, you'll always have to give credit. And this is the Halloween dungeon theme from Puzzle & Dragons. It's one of my favorite Halloween themes of all time in the Puzzle & Dragons franchise. They haven't made any new ones, but I'm still waiting for the Puzzle & Dragons Halloween event coming to Puzzle & Dragons. And that is it, my friends. This is my Walfas animation special of the Halloween special I did last year. So, if you all enjoyed my video, that's great. If you guys didn't, then that's fine. I'm not offended. So, without further ado, to sign off this video, hope you all enjoyed, and see you guys in the next video. Never mind, I kept saying you guys, and I didn't get part for that. Anywho, I'm waving, you guys!